Stevie Wonder. For the 12 locks that he has, stop. See, I'm not, You see, he's clearly got length retention. What is up, Flockers? That is my fellow lockers and aspiring lockers. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all my commentary on famous people's locks. Could get messy, could be great, could be bad. We'll see. Let's get into it. I have never done anything like this before, one of these reaction type videos, but I thought it would be fun just because I am a lover of locks. And so when I thought about this idea, I just thought it would be fun to do some review of some other people's locks, since I'm always looking at my locks, but not really looking at other people's locks too often. What do you do when you have something like this? You Google. So I Googled famous people locks, and one of the first thing that came up was an Essence article that says 19 celebs slaying in beautiful locks. So I am going to go ahead. I have not gone through the list, so I don't know who the 19 people are. So y'all will get to see this with me. Let me just make sure my screen recording is going. All right, it says it's going. So y'all see this with me. The 19 celebs slaying in beautiful locks. So let's see. I can see. Oh, I was trying to get folks to sign up for stuff. All right, the first one I see is Ava DuVernay. Her name. I mean, what can we say? Her locks look amazing. One, the color looks amazing. She's got that fresh retwist, looks awesome. What I like about her locks is that from looking at them, like I can see that, I'm sure her locks are palm rolled, you know, with the retwist, but I can see that there's some lumps. Of course, the quality is not that great, but I can see that there's some lumps. They're not 100% cylindrical. They're not 100% perfect or whatever, but it just shows how unique they are. Each lock has its own personality. The beautiful, like I said, the color is just chef's kiss. That like honey brown blonde that she's got going on, and yeah, just who she is as a person. She's done some pretty great things and will continue to do great stuff. All right, ooh, number 2 on the list, Lisa Bonet. I remember her. The first introduction to her was The Cosby Show for me when I was a little kid. And back then, I honestly didn't even know the term locks or what locks were. It wasn't something that was on my radar, but I just saw her hair. I thought it was unique and awesome, and I honestly didn't think much of it. But just looking at it, I think her locks look amazing too. She has a much looser texture from what I can see just at her roots and just the way that her locks have formed over the years. You know, so her locks don't look as kinky, or I don't know, there's just, you can tell a texture difference within the locks, and they're still just as beautiful. It's just a different formation, a different look of the lock, but at the end of the day, they're still locks and they still look amazing. So for those who wonder, like, can I get locks even if I have a looser texture? You know, if I'm not a 4, A, B, or C person, can I have locks? I don't know what her hair texture is. I'm gonna venture to say that she's probably got some 3 in there somewhere. Maybe he's got some 4, but yeah. So she pulls them off. She makes them look good, and I've only seen her with super long locks, so she rocks them well. Layla Hathaway. All right, she's got a pop of color. Now I don't know if this is like actual color that she's put in her hair permanently, or if it's just like the Mofajang color stuff that I've used, because I like it. I like the pop of color, whether it's permanent or it's just for fun, just for a temporary till you wash your hair next. But her locks look amazing too. I like the length, I like the color. It looks good on her. She's rocking them. I have nothing negative to say. Again, I can also see, you know, some bumpiness in her locks, so I don't know if that comes from maybe she did interlocking at one point in her journey, or if it's just, I don't know, but her locks look amazing. I love what they're given. Damian Marley. All right, here's another one who's got a looser texture. I can just tell from looking around the roots and just the length of the locks. But can the Marleys go wrong? Like, again, locks look amazing. I love how long his locks are. Yeah, there's just something about those like super long locks when they're all the same length and just looking nice. I can see that he's got different sizes. Some are pretty small in there, then he's got some that are thicker, and it looks like it's all natural coloring. You know, as your locks and your hair gets older and near the ends, they kind of naturally, if your hair is, you know, black or very dark brown, they naturally kind of lighten up over time with the sun and whatnot. So it looks like he's got that going on, and I'm here for that too. Number 5, Wiz Khalifa. All right, it's looking nice. I mean, there's not much to say. He's got the splash of blonde in there. Got the fresh retwist with, looks like cornrows going back. I don't know, I guess he's at an award show or something, but he's looking good. The hair is A1, so I got nothing else to say about that. Number 6, Kelela. I'm not familiar with her. She's a singer-songwriter. Okay, an asymmetrical bob. I'm here for it. You know, I don't think that all locks need to look the same. I don't think that everyone that has locks needs to have the same type, the same starter method, the same haircut, anything like that. So anyone that ventures out to do new things with their locks, whether it's an undercut or a bob or anything like that, I'm here for it. Hers are looking pretty thick, traditional locks, so I like that too. It really fits her face and just her whole vibe. Number 7, we've got Future. To me, his are kind of like Wiz Khalifa's. Looks like his might be a little bit longer. I can't really see the length of them, as they're probably pulled back in some ponytail or something. But yeah, I like the look of the dark with the blonde kind of transition going on with the hair. So his look nice. Of course, I can't, like I said, really see much of them, but they look really mature. Judging by the length, you can tell he's had them for a long time. I mean, if you got the money, obviously people are keeping their stuff maintained. So number 8, we've got Willow Smith. I think as of right now, Willow's rocking the buzz cut. But obviously at one point in her career, she did have locks. And yeah, if I remember correctly, they had gotten longer. I don't know if she had lock extensions or if it was all her, but I know that her locks were longer at one point. But yeah, they look good. These look like a set of, not starter locks, but like, you know, not fully mature locks. I can still see some coils at the end. I can still see that they're sticking, which maybe she did that on purpose, but sticking in some directions. So they look like they're not fully matured yet, but on their way to that. I love them. Gotta love that jet black look. That's also very sleek and nice. Y'all not go. Okay, see what y'all not gonna do. We're just talking about locks, right? So that's what we're gonna talk about. Stevie Wonder, for the 12 locks that he has, stop. See, I'm not. If nothing else, he is a very confident man. I've always told myself that if my hairline ever started dramatically receding, or if I was balding significantly, that I wasn't going to be one of the people to do like a comb over or try to hang on to 10 locks or whatnot. But Stevie does it well. I mean, I feel like it's his signature. Like, you know Stevie Wonder by the glasses and by the locks and the forehead, but you know him, like that's his signature look. And the locks that he does have, in all seriousness, like the locks, like you see, he's clearly got length retention. So where his locks are flourishing, they are flourishing. They're long, they're looking nice, they're looking healthy, they're good, probably pencil size. They look uniform. They look pretty uniform and cylindrical all the way down. So that's Stevie. Y'all not gonna get me in trouble on this camera today. Whew. All right. Number 10, Chloe and Halle. They, all right, are some people who are definitely, I mean, a lot of the people that we've already mentioned are in the forefront of media and stuff right now, and obviously displaying their locks. But I would say that these two are definitely very in front, you know, like with Ava DuVernay's and, you know, Wiz Khalifa and people like that. Like, maybe they're not out there as much, or they're very in a box almost by society that they don't reach all the masses. But I feel like with Chloe and Halle, although their music is probably more accepted in the community, I would say that they have both been able to cross over and transverse that Chloe, just because, you know, Chloe's been doing great things. Still waiting on the album, hoping that will come. But yeah, Chloe has had some huge major hits that are not just popular in the black community, but that are popular in other communities. She's all over TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. So she's been rocking the locks, and both of them have been showing the world that locks are versatile, that you can put weaves and wigs and stuff over locks, you know, that you don't have to just look one way, and that's the only way you can rock your hair. They've shown that you can add, you know, braids on top, that you can add a weave on top, and that, you know, your hair doesn't get damaged if you're not pulling it too tight and too long and all that stuff. So that's just good representation. And then Halle, obviously, with her being the Little Mermaid coming up, I think within the next, I don't know when it releases, I need to check that, but yeah, obviously, you know, showing a character that's as iconic as Ariel, and now she's got locks. So that just opens the conversation up even further outside of her race, because we're not even going to get to that and how folks were tripping about that, because that's a whole different story for a different time, and it's just ignorance. But the locks, their locks are always looking on point anytime they have a performance, or like that. They just, yeah, they've been rocking locks since they were little girls. All right, Toni Morrison. She is an author, and I mean, like, get into it. How could you not be here for the silver locks? I love silver. I hope that I can hang on to my locks in this lock journey for whoever. I mean, you know, I'm not attached to my hair to the point where I won't cut it if I just feel like I'm over it and want to do something new. But I would like to see myself with silver locks. I think it would just look amazing, you know, one day when I do start going gray, for my locks to be gray too. I think she looks amazing. People that have gray locks, it's just, I don't know, there's something about it. It's beautiful. Wale. Hey, looks like Wale is rocking a braid out in this one. It looks nice. I mean, there's not much to say about it. In this picture, you know, they're a little below shoulder length, traditional looking locks. Looks like he got his retwist. Looks good. I mean, I don't know. Again, that jet black, when you got the melanated skin, it pops. It looks good. Richard Sherman. All right. Again, same thing. He clearly here does not have a fresh retwist before he got on the carpet, but you know, not everybody goes for that fresh retwist look. He looks wonderful. Bow tie's a little crooked, but again, we're not going for perfection here. His locks, on the other hand, though, A1. Like, they look awesome. It looks like his left side's a little bit shorter than the right side. I don't know if it's because his shoulders are a little bit leaning, or like his bow tie, or stop being messy, or if his hair grows at different lengths. I know some people are like, hey, I'm just gonna let my locks grow, not cutting them, not trimming them. And then there's other people that is very important to them to have their locks uniform across, you know, have that straight blunt cut. So I like the way it looks both ways. To each their own. Let us see. All right, now, I mean, what can't you say about her as a performer? Her hair, again, here she's got the golden brown. Her hair looks amazing. And this is the thing with locks. Like, I know some people are very specific about lock journeys, and there's, you know, lock police out there that are gatekeeping and think that you have to start your locks a certain way in order for you to be considered a true locker, or that your locks have to be a certain size, or, you know, all that the mess and junk that people in the lock community can get into when it comes to trying to make people feel less than because their locks aren't a certain way. Not here for any of that. Only here to lift people up in their journeys. So regardless, and I'm not saying about lettuce, I'm just saying in general. So if someone chooses to start their journey or continue their journey with lock extensions, that doesn't lessen their journey. It's their journey, and I need people to stop being so invested in bringing other folks down because they didn't do things the way that they did it or the way that they feel like they should have. Like, are you paying their bills? Are you providing, you know, did you buy their car and their house? Are you buying their hair supplies? No. So if not, why are you all in their business and worried about how their journey was started if it's not affecting your personal journey in your life, then I think people just need to mind their business. But that's just me. Waka Flocka. All right. Again, he looks like he's just kept his very natural in the sense of like not trimming. We're just going to let them grow as they grow. You see on each side, he's got that one that's like a little bit longer than the rest of them. Yeah, looks like he's got the changing of the color kind of as it goes down and gets older too. But I don't know. I like the length. I like the look. Can't really see what's going on up under the hat, but it also looks like he doesn't have a fresh retwist, and I'm here for that too. Like I said, you don't always need to have a fresh retwist, and especially if it's not time for you to get retwisted. So I know when you're in the public eye, especially as a woman, it might be frowned upon to not have a fresh retwist or a retie, but I don't know. All right, Jaden Smith, along with his sister. I think he has shaved his head since then too. These are probably old pictures of him, but you know, I liked his locks as well. Thought his looked nice. Yeah, he had the undercut going on. Nothing too, you know, unique or special, but he would do, clearly, as you can see here with his rubber bands or whatever they are, that he would do fun little quirky things with his locks. Shanola Hantham. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Again, someone else who brought locks to a wider audience and mainstream that maybe other people weren't able to reach because of their audiences. The show that she was on, Shameless, obviously there's a whole different audience that was watching that show than were watching other things. So again, just introducing lock culture and how beautiful they can be on a show that was so mainstream and so huge is a huge thing. Number 18, Nile Rogers. Why can I not read today? Nile Rogers. All right. Again, the long locks. We got cylindrical. We could tell that we're palm rolling. Locks are looking good. They're looking healthy. They look moisturized. Can we talk about that? Can we get into the moisturization and see how shiny they are? Even in this blown up picture, that's not that great of quality, but you can tell his locks have been well taken care of. They look good. It's hard to have critiques about locks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a lover of locks to truly critique people's locks, or I need to like get into their like real close and high quality. But these locks are looking amazing. Whoopi Goldberg. All right, now she's been rocking locks for a long time now. Her locks are thicker than your typical what you would think of as traditional locks these days, and she's rocking them on her show. Not her show, she's on a show, but The View every single day, where she is showcasing her locks again to millions and millions of people. So yeah, I like the representation. I like that locks are getting out there, that people are seeing that people with means, with money, with wealth rock these hairstyles, that it's not associated with low income or with, you know, thug behavior or anything like that, that a lot of times they get the rep for. It's not associated with being unclean or dirty or anything like that. Like, there are prestigious people out there with locks, and even if someone's not a famous celebrity with locks, like, I'm sorry, but locks are just, I feel like folks just be mad because they can't pull it off, and so they want to be mad that other folks look amazing with them. That's what it is. All right, let's see who the last person on this list is. Was it Whoopi? Oh, that was 19, y'all. That was Whoopi. All right, and y'all know, in the effort of, because I feel like I don't know that there's that many famous people with Microlocs or sister locks, at least not right now. And when I say I mean like on a level that when you say their name, people from all different nations, cultures, creeds would know who you're talking about, like a Whoopi Goldberg or a Wale and stuff like that. But I had to go ahead and pull that up too, is the new Justice, Ketanji Brown. Like, let's get into our sister locks, y'all. We have representation on the Supreme Court. Not only are we highly melanated and looking wonderful and beautiful, but we have sister locks. Okay, again, locks being represented in the highest court of all in the United States. Somebody rocking locks. So for all those people that are still out there that are saying, nope, we're not going to let you wrestle on this team if you have locks, or no, we're not going to let you play football unless you shave your head off or shave your hair off, your locks, or we're not going to let you work at this establishment when you have locks and things like that. Y'all, it's happening way slower than it should, but it's coming through. People with locks are getting into high places and showing the world that locks can be prestigious, locks can be beautiful. This is an extension of us. It is our hair, it is our culture, and you can't take that away from us. And they need to stop trying to take it away from us and making us feel less than because we rock our natural hair or we rock locks or whatever the situation may be. If you found this video interesting, please make sure to leave a comment below and hit the like button so that I know what type of content you're enjoying. Let me know if you'd like more videos like this where there's some type of reaction and whatnot going on. If you have some suggestions, go ahead and drop that down in the comment section as well. And before you go anywhere, make sure to also hit the subscribe button so that you can join the flock to get more content like this and much other stuff that I have on my channel. Before you go anywhere, make sure to check out some of the videos that have popped up on the screen. I'll see you there.